Good evening, y'all. We speak to you over here. It is, in fact, December 31st, 2014. And through the gist of it all, it's been quite a year. Part of the times we want to forget, part of the times we want to remember. But through the thick of it all, we know that we've gone so far and such a long ways to a certain degree. We know for a fact that we went from total uncertainty and total chaos in a place and a time where we thought for certain that it was, to a certain degree, you could say that it was cheap rent and total, whoa, don't want to trip. We went from uncertainty in a place and a time called a Kendrick Town. We knew for a fact that there was donkeys and neighbors that shared the likeness of a landlord or tried to be a landlord. They turned out more of a slumlord. They wanted to be more like a friend. But in the end, they just turned out more like a slumlord in the end. Truth be told, they become what they were. And, although we will forgive them, otherwise our producer slash, spouse won't ever forget them. But she don't really forgive too many people as it is. But that's just a quality trait in itself. But in the thick of it all, we went from there, well along with our studies, continued with what we were, our life's work, and knew that we were set for bigger, better things in the end. And in that thick of it all, we knew for a fact that we had a set forth of our agenda to provide our own place and our own time, which led us to here, to a Carterville, and a time and a place which we found true certainty out of the light of uncertainty. We knew that the thick of that all, that it was just a time and a work in progress regardless. But we know from the time then and the time now that dog, that certain animal we grew to know as Snoop Doggy Dogg, did in fact turn out to be the doorbell that he was supposed to be in the end. But through the thick of it all, we found that a New Year's resolution was up in the air, more or less. We could think of many others. We could think of many things to say. Some of them we could keep, some of them we can't. We don't know. It's just all up in the air. But yeah, that was one thing we did want to tell her.
Awesome. Where'd you find it?
We found it in the alleyway over by their car. I had a text message from somebody, and you know who that was. And whatever I pulled out the phone to talk or to look at it, it did say that it fell out and just fell in its place. We had to scrounge around here for a little bit, which was to be expected. Here, why don't you be the camera woman that you are, Alma? But through the thick of it all, we had to look around here and embarrass ourselves a little bit to, in fact, find a picture that we wanted to find.
But you found it. Yay.
But I found it over there. I had to trace my steps yet again. And here they are. My nephews, Marcus and Jacob. They are, in fact, my sister's children, and they are my nephews. Let me get my cigarette, my customary cigarette.
There
You
we go.
know, I've seen some fireworks. I mean, may have got some fireworks in the shot, but I've heard some. But to the gist of it all, it's just New Year's. It's 2014. It's yet to be 2015. We thought that this year, through the Back to the Future type stage, that we'd have hovering cars and hoverboards and wear spike shoes and dress a lot futuristic. But it is what it is. It is the here and now. and knew to know what it is. Well, Marty McFly, think. You might be seeing yourself 50 years in the future, but I see myself 30 years from now not seeing hovering cars. I just see the lights. About from then in the 80s when that movie was made and they predicted the future like 30 years, they did not think they'd have Obama as president. And nor did we, but we voted for his son bitch ass. But to the thick of it all, it is New Year's. This is a new year coming. In 2015, let freedom ring. Let it be better than this one was. So in that case, this is your humble narrator. And this is sayonara to my YouTube audience. See you on the flip side.